I work with a lot of people online in one-to-one meetings to improve their workplace or business English. And one of the most common style tips that I give is to fix sentences like this. When one of our clients is finished, he can send us an email. Or maybe something like this. If a customer has a problem, she can call our phone number. These two sentences, these two ideas, what is strange about them? What do I want to change? My main problem is with these words here. Using he or she, his or hers, we don't need to do this. There is an alternative. If you don't know the gender of the person you're talking about, or you're speaking about people in general, so we could be talking about a man or a woman, then we don't need to use he or she. There are some first languages that have this problem more than others. When I work with Hebrew speakers from Tel Aviv and around Israel, this is something I notice a lot. So what can we put here instead? What goes here instead of these words? I'm here to tell you that they is a word that you can use to talk about individual people, singular people. They, them, their. Instead of he, him, his, or she, her, hers. For instance, let's imagine that you are going to a different department in your company. You're walking through the building, taking the elevator, and you know you need to see the manager of this department. But you don't know who the manager is. You've never met them before. So it could be a man or it could be a woman. We really don't know. How can you ask to speak to them? How can you have this conversation? Here's how that would go. Hi, is the manager here? I really need to speak to them. Sorry, no, they were in their office a moment ago. Their car is still here though, so they haven't left. Would you like to leave a message for them? Or if not, I'm sure you can see them later. That's fine. I've got their phone number. I'll call them later. So you can see here that we had a whole conversation about one specific person without using he or him or her or his or she, without using these gendered words. They, them, their. These are perfectly fine for talking about a specific person without talking about their gender. This can be really useful if you have a name for someone and you don't quite know if this is a man's name or a woman's name. For instance, I worked in South Korea for 3 years, and if I told you I had a colleague called So-hee, then maybe you might not know if this is a man or a woman from the name. So you might say, could you call So-hee? I really need to speak to them about their report. Or for instance, could you call So-hee and ask them to send me their details? I need an email address to contact them. Incidentally, So-hee, if you're wondering, that is a woman's name. So have you heard of this idea before? A lot of the people I work with have not. Let me know down in the comments below. If you would like to improve your vocabulary, but you don't know where to start or how to find opportunities to improve your vocabulary, then I have 3 ideas for you. I've put them in one video and I'll link it right here.